and welcome back to Pulsar Games. Today I've got another combo video for you using Teus and Dragoons. But before that, I've got a few things. I've got some products. As I went to my locals today, I managed to end up 4-0, so that was obviously pretty good. So we'll open the product and I can talk about my matches in the meantime. So I've got the Legendary Duelist Season 1. I'm not too sure what's in this set, but I'm pretty sure it's got the coloured rares, which I've only been seen in Duelist League before, so they're really cool. Oh, it's a promo as well. You get, I think it's 15 cards a pack, so it's quite a lot. 3 packs of Ignition Assault, see if we can pull a cheeky Starlight. I went locals today. Round 1, I believe I played against the new Mermail deck. That was pretty interesting. I wasn't too sure what it did, as I won the die roll, so game 1 I opened a stretched out version of the full hand loop with Savage. Had to normal net to this and then go other ways around it, but it still worked out. And then game 2 I had Ash Blossom for one of his cards, so he wasn't able to proceed very far. But our promo looks like it is the Red Eyes Baby Dragon, which used to be a very expensive card. And we've got, oh, Weevil, shiny. These are actually really cool, I like these. I don't know if they've done anything like this before, so I like it that it's official. And of course a nice reprint for the Red Eyes Baby. So yeah, that was round 1. Round 2 I played against Dark Lord Fairy Turbo, so with Christia and the Dark Lords and that sort of thing. That was pretty interesting. Again, I was lucky enough to win the die roll. I didn't open I opened a combo, but I didn't open like Neptibus or Diva, so I had to summon Teus and normal Minstrel. He didn't have a hand trap luckily, so I was able to actually make some sort of a board, and it was enough to carry me for the win. Then game 2 he goes first, he's not able to set up anything substantial, and I OTK him, so it's pretty easy. So we've got Toon Defense, Ancient Gear Gold, Ancient Gear Frame, Rainbow Gravity, Crystal Beast, Amethyst Cat, Barrel Dragon, Proton Blast, Baby Dragon's Chick, or Black Dragon's Chick even, Viacroid Connection Zone Relinquished, Cyberdark Inferno, Red Eyes Retro Dragon, Meaty Black Dragon, Black Skull Dragon, Black Stone of Legend, and our coloured ultras are Ancient Gear Megaton Golden, Desperado Barrel Dragon, and a regular ultra of Curse of Dragon, the Cursed Dragon. And then on to round 3, I played against Dinosaur, so I'm not really a big fan of the Dinosaur deck. Game 1, I do win the die roll again, so I'm very lucky. Game 1 I make a pretty, I actually bricked, sorry, I set a Coldmine and a Cosmic, and then passed to him. I'm able to stop his his Phosphodig with an Ash Blossom, and then he normal summons Arceus, gets double Evo Pill, and then uses it to summon Ultimate Conductor Tyranna from the deck. I take some damage, and then it goes to my turn. I draw Diva because I'm good at the game, so I normal Diva, get an Neptibus, and then he doesn't book a Moomy at that point, so I'm able to just make a play and then I'm fine. And then game 2, I side thinking I'm going second, so I side out Moulinglacia and 1 Minstrel, as I do, as you're less likely to loop a hand if they've gone first because they'll have less cards to loop. But he makes me go first. I open Diva, so I think, okay, I'm going to do the 5 card hand loop, and then I realise I don't have Moulinglacia left in the deck, so I get it to Minstrel, see his hand, and then just end on VFD, Shrieking Wall Calamities, which he can't deal with. So that sealed the game 2. And onto the pack. AR Shadow, matching outfits, Charged Up Thing, a Shiny Black Sea Squadder, Sky Striker Maneuvers, Ancient Warrior Saga 3 Visits, I don't know if that's any good, but an Ultra Rare is always good, and just some more commons. Onto the final round, I played against Medolce, which is, obviously, it's a very, very strong deck. He goes first. I don't open a hand trap. He does his full board. He has a trap, the Xyz, the Link, so he's got quite a lot of stuff. My hand's very strong. I'm able to play through it all and then get to a point where I end on a big enough board with Shrieking Wall Calamities and a Savage that I'm able to stop him next turn and then turn after, and then I win. And then the game 2, he chose to go first. I imperm his Mageline, my normal Diva. He imperms me back, which he had set. His turn, he attacks. Next turn, I normal Diva. He Ash Blossoms it. I'm like, okay. Normal's Hoot Cake, I Ash Blossom that. Then back to my turn, I activate Aria and get my 3rd Diva, and then he doesn't have an answer to that, so it gets to the point where I'm able to win the game. So yeah, nice locals. I went 4-0 and didn't drop a single game actually, so that was cool. Anyway, onto the second Ignition Assault Pack. Megalith, Mutually Fjord Destruction, Battle Survivor, Solitaire, Abominable and Jane Soul, and some more commons. Boop. Yeah, we'll do the Ignition Assault next, and then we'll do the last Legendary Duelist pack. So my packs from the locals, I got 2 OTS packs. I pulled a Nibiru token and a Orcus Symbol Skeleton, so nothing amazing, but it's fine. And we got Perpetua, so nothing too from that pack. And the last pack of the Legendary Duelists. Yeah, these are quite cool. It's very nostalgic as well. I did play initially right at the start of the game, so it's very nostalgic for me. I've been in and out all of the times. I came back in around the Dark Armed era, so that was really interesting. And then came back out until Synchro's just about finished, so around 2011. So we got 2 table of contents, Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, they're both green, and another Cursive Dragon, the Cursed Dragon. Let's see what the backs, and we can get right on into the combo video. So as I mentioned, it's Dragoons and the Teus, the combo. Just these 2 cards. You end on Moulinglacia, which you get to keep, which is always nice, Omega and a Savage, as well as I believe 6 cards in hand, so fairly strong. So let's see what we get in. So TS, discard Dragoons, so we go Chinlink 1, Chinlink 2, and we add Abyss Gun and Deep Sea Diva. So we're going to normal summon the Deep Sea Diva, we're going to activate the effect of course, Special Neptudus. We're going to use the effect of Neptudus, sending Dragoons to add Dragoons. The effect of Dragoons will activate, which adds Minstrel. We're then going to activate the effect of the Minstrel, discarding the Dragoons to take 1 card from our opponent's hand. The effect of Dragoons will activate, which will add Moulinglacia. At this point we have 4 waters in the grave, so we're going to link off Neptubis into Linkariba. And now that we have 5 waters, we can drop Moulinglacia, so we take 2 more cards out of their hand. And yeah, we'll go these 2. It doesn't really matter, but it's always nice to get rid of the Linkariba in case you want it for later. So we're going to Halki Firebrax, which will special summon Jet Synchron from the deck. We're then going to Halki Firebrax into Linkross, and we're going to summon both the tokens. Now we're going to Synchro into Formula Synchron, and obviously draw a card. And then we're going to treat ourselves to a Metal March up. The Metal March, coming back with Formula Synchron. We're then going to make Barricade Ball Blocker using the effect. Discard the Abyss Gund. The Abyss Gund effect will activate, special summoning the Abyss Teus. We're then going to Synchro with the Formula and the Abyss Teus into Crocodragon. Let's just draw 1. And then link these 2 into Auroradon effect. Summons up 1, 2 and 3 tokens. Using the effect of the Auroradon, tributing itself and a token, we can special summon O-Line from the deck. And then we're going to Synchro with the O-Line and a token into Hyper Librarian. So this differs from the current build, but if you check out my previous deck profile, it did play the Hyper Librarian, and you can always fit it in as well. It's the only additional card that you need to play in the extra deck from our current build, so you can drop Enter Blafnir from the extra deck and play the Hyper Librarian, as the Blafnir is usually used as to hit the 5th card anyway, and in every scenario you can make True King of all Calamities instead, and obviously that's really powerful. So we're going to use the O-Line to summon this token. Now at this point, we're going to activate Jet Synchron, so we'll send the Infinite Impermanence from our hand to the grave to summon the Jet. And Synchro Summon into Deep Sea Prima Donna, so the effect of Librarian activates, we draw a card. And then we're going to use the effect of Deep Sea Prima Donna, giving them the card we banished off Minstrel back to their hand, and summoning Artisan from the deck. Using the effect of Artisan, we're going to mill 1. And we're going to bring back Deep Sea Minstrel. You can choose to bring back other cards here. If you bring back the Neptubis, you can go into True King of all Calamities via Trishula instead of Omega and Savage. So it's depending on what you're feeling really. So we're going to Synchro into Boiler Savage. So we've got a plethora of effects going on. We've got Deep Prima Donna is going to put this back in the deck. Librarian will draw a card, and of course Savage will equip. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. So this will equip. this will go back into the deck. So give that a good shuffle. And then Librarian draws the card. Then we go into Omega. You can either use the Omega now to hit one more card, or of course you can save it for their turn when they might do a specific effect. But on their turn they will only have 4 cards. You can of course negate one, take one and pop one. That leaves them with 1 card. And like say you have 6 cards in hand, so assuming in the 4 cards you drew, you draw any sort of defense card like a Ash, Veiler, Imperm, whatever, then yeah, usually pretty good to go. As I said, you can opt to go into True King of all Calamities by using the Prima Donna to make Trishula, and then you keep the Librarian there, and the Trishula and the Crocodragon makes the True King of all Calamities, but I think this is fine enough. I hope you enjoyed that combo. I've still got plenty more in the works, and I'm always thinking of new ones. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I do appreciate it. I'll see you all next time.